let's talk about racism and sexism abroad. But before we do that, you see this? We're going to let that go. We're not going to focus on that today. And I have an obscene amount of deadlines that I need to meet today. Today is all of their deadlines. So I'm gonna say some stuff. And then if anybody has any questions, please, Tiffany, type them away in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as I can. But these editors, they are impatient. So for those of you who did not catch my lives a few days, weeks, I don't know what time is ago, I was in Tenerife, which is one of the Canary Islands. It was very, very racist. And for those who did catch those lives, hey, listen, somehow it did go from bad to worse. So for those of you who didn't catch that, I'll just link them right up here. But to summarize, because I made that video as I was packing to get out of there immediately. And while there were some people that were coming up in the comment section of that video and other videos that were like, Shayna, it was Spain. What do you expect? I travel for a living. It is my job to be in other places, right? I've been to mainland Spain. I have lived in Latin America. And even with all of that, none of those places showed as much blatant anti-Blackness as Tenerife. Now I go into much detail in here, but now I talk about the racism over there, but let's talk about the ableism and let's just talk about the ableism. So for those of you who do not know, and I'm probably just going to link everything right up there, I have an autoimmune disease that's very similar to multiple sclerosis, right? So that means that sometimes my legs be acting funny. It doesn't affect my brain, it just affects like my mobility generally, and sometimes certain organs, but that's a whole other story for a whole other day, right? So also today's hair day, in case you weren't sure. There's just a lot that's happening. God, there's a lot that's happening. But basically, I got this specific apartment because it said that it had a working elevator. I was like, phenomenal. It looked cute also, but namely the elevator. I get there, day one, I meet one of the owners and they said, hey, elevator's not working. I said, cool. Where's my apartment? They say it's on the 3rd floor. Now there's one set of stairs to get to the 1st floor, right? And then you have everything up a spiral staircase. Now I thought that I was going to be there for over a month, maybe like 6-ish weeks. So I brought a lot of stuff, and I was supposed to be writing about the wine culture in Tenerife. Spoiler alert, I didn't get to write about anything because turns out that if you're Black in certain places, they just don't let you into certain establishments. Learned that, right? So not only now, as somebody that has a medical situation, you should not have to disclose your full sad medical history to anybody, right? Especially if all you needed was for them to do what they said they were going to do. So he and I, mind you, he's an older man. We had to drag my stuff up 3 flights of stairs. Not like cute little stairs either. No. We're talking spiral staircases and all the works, right? Fast forward to the very end, I'm trying to get out of there, Speedy Gonzalez like, right? So I'm like, hey, so I reach out to the husband-wife team, but namely I'm like WhatsApping the wife to be like, hey, can you make sure that you call me a taxi so that way I could get to the ferry? And would somebody be around? Because mind you, they never fixed the elevator. And I'm like, I should not be spending money to be harassed in this way, to have to live this kind of existence. So I was like, hey, can you call the taxi for me? And can you or your husband help me bring these things down these flights of stairs? She said, Shayna, don't worry about it. I got you. I follow up. Shayna, don't worry about it. I got you. Thank God I had the wherewithal to pay attention as I was walking back from the gym that I was going to keep up with my physical therapy, because I had to go up and down these stairs so consistently. But I paid attention to where all of the taxi hubs were in the walk from the gym back to my abode. So something in the back of my head said, Shayna, just pay attention. Just pay attention. This could be useful information. So, day comes, time comes. I'm texting, I'm calling, no answers. I drag my things down these flights of stairs. It was painful and unfortunate, and I was furious. And then I get down those flights of stairs, obviously. There's no taxi. So then I have to drag these things to the main road and flag somebody down. Now, was there a silver lining in all of this? In that the taxi driver that I met on Tenerife, like to bring me to the ferry, was the nicest person that I met on the island. What an absolute sweetheart. She's an older woman from Argentina. I finally had the chance to practice my Spanish. And she was like, Shanna, you're a lot better than you think you are. It's like, that is so kind of you. I haven't had the chance to practice with anybody here because people are not nice here. So, and as I am basically boarding the ferry, all of a sudden I'm getting a bunch of calls. Oh my goodness, Shayna, I'm so sorry. I could call you the taxi right now. Lady, if you don't leave me alone, if you don't leave me alone. So at that point, I just stopped talking. And then I was like, you know what? I have power here. Why? Because I'm a travel journalist. And I just reach into my pocket and I grab every ounce of Karen that I have and I reach out to everybody. And I tell Airbnb, I was like, listen, not that the people that I stayed with were racist, but not only is this destination incredibly unsafe for Black people, but as somebody who has written extensively about my autoimmune disease and the mobility issues that I have, I really want you to know that I will be reaching out to all of my editors from Business Insider, TripAdvisor, anybody that will hear me, I'm going to reach out to them because this is an ableism issue. And they said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, as you should be, give me my money back. Now, did I get all of my money back? No. Also, as soon as I put that motion into order, all of a sudden was this lady just texting me, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You know, the elevator and mind you, very kind lady. Unfortunately, kindness does not necessarily mean that you are doing your job. Thus, kindness only gets you so far. Niceness only gets you so far when I need my legs. So in total, I got, give or take, $700 back, which was, I appreciate that money. Will I also be reaching out to all of my editors as soon as I finish these deadlines because I got words. Oh, absolutely. Did I have a better experience when I went to, because I had a couple of days before my flight, so I went to Gran Canaria instead. It was a better experience, but would I be going back to the Gran Canaria Islands in general? No. For Black travelers who are curious about this, there is an intense separation of the races that is over there. Now, I met some friends. I did make some friends while I was over there. Very sweet people. None of them local. There was one guy who I met very briefly. He's very kind enough. Do I think that I'll stay in contact with them? I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, beautiful location, beautiful scenery. Honest to God, everything that I saw just made me miss Barcelona though. The water was great, the scenery, and everybody on Gran Canaria was significantly nicer. I just don't feel compelled to go back, and nor would I recommend other melanated women, especially solo traveling melanated women, to go there. Gran Canaria was cute. It was lovely. Really liked the massage. Really enjoyed some of the food spots that I went to. Yeah, that's about it. Now I'm going to go finish these these articles. Oh my God. I'm so sleep deprived. And I'm going to wait until my period finally comes. So that way this isn't the rest of my life. But that is all for now. We will get back to the regularly scheduled content soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions about travel stuff, please let me know. I've been to too many places for people to experience what I've gone through for their first time. If I could save you some trauma, please let me. All right, that's all for now. Bye-bye.